and a very warm welcome and evening to all of you of the Paus family. My name is Saurav Anand. I am a banker by profession and a writer come poet by my passion. I'm making my debut here, and as fate would have it, I'm the last one to present. But I believe it will work in my favor perhaps. In my presentation, I'll cover two poems. Both the poems would be covering different aspects of human emotions. The first one would cover the emotion of joy, and the second one would cover the emotion of love. I hope these poems would pull a few strings of your heart and make an impact. So, with all humility, I'd like to start with the first poem. The title of the poem is Joy, Why Don't You Stay Longer? Joy, why don't you stay longer? If human emotions were arranged in a room, one thing I know for sure. Of all eyes watching them, you would be the cynosure. Joy, why don't you stay longer? You are the guest welcomed by everyone. But alas, your visit is always ephemeral for each and everyone. Joy, why don't you stay longer? The happiness from your presence is second to none. But before one could really enjoy it, you are already gone. Joy, why don't you stay longer? You follow sorrow as day follows night. However, one can't prolong your stay even with all one's might. Joy, why don't you stay longer? I celebrated your visit when I got a promotion, but you soon went away, causing in my heart a commotion. Joy, why don't you stay longer? Perhaps you part ways to make me stronger. Joy, why don't you stay longer? I long to welcome you each time I am engulfed by sorrow. But you leave me, only promising to come on the morrow. Joy, why don't you stay longer? Perhaps we need to develop a spirit of joie de vivre, the joy of living. One of the ways to build which is to cultivate the art of giving. Maybe then we could force you to stay longer. So that was my poem. Joy, why don't you stay longer? It had all the ebbs and flows that one encounters as one faces the emotion of joy and the feeling when joy goes away from our life. And at the end, there's a small message in terms of how we could prolong and extend that feeling of joy by doing more acts of charity, giving to the entire community around us, and so on. Now I'll move on to a slightly more peppy kind of a topic, which I'm sure would resonate with all of us. The poem is actually the first poem that I had composed, and it's based on a very tender yet complex theme. The theme is first love. The title of the poem is An Ode to First Love. Can you help with the music, please? Yeah. First love, a lovely feeling, the gold standard. When the heart beats fast and the mind stops thinking. When the air around us is akin to a blizzard. When our breath almost halts and eyes stop blinking. Better than a Maradona dribble. Finer than a Sachin drive. More nuanced than a Picasso painting. Fancier than a Beethoven symphony. Creates a kaleidoscope of emotions, making us laugh and cry. Making the other person's name appear as the sweetest euphony. The emotion that makes us dream as well as dare. The feeling that overpowers us all the while. When all we believe is there is someone for whom we care. and aren't bothered when we are considered still juvenile. First love. It's such a tender emotion on which stories are written and paeans composed. A thought that remains with us while at rest or in motion. But alas, it's a feeling that's often not disclosed. O Lord, let every first love reach its logical conclusion. Let not the vagaries of life come in its way and prevent it from reaching fruition. So do keep the society and naysayers at bay. So that was my poem, An Ode to First Love. Thanks for your time and attention to my poem. Look forward to being here in the next edition. Have a good night.